Hey everybody, we are some of the most blessed people around. I think we've gotten to see so much. I'm just so thankful, especially for this trip. We went out here on a excursion to Crimea and we learned an enormous more about farming and agriculture. So we farmed our entire lives, but I didn't grow up with a greenhouse. My mom had a big garden. Anneesa's mom had a garden. But there's a lot of different levels of agriculture that we didn't know about. And so I'm just super thankful that we got this opportunity to come out here and learn. We're interested in berry growing. We're interested in greenhouse growing. Anneesa is interested in lavender. Interested in apples, cheese production, goats. We've made a lot of videos this week and seen a lot of stuff. We have so many thoughts and memories, ideas. So many thoughts swirling around in our heads to take back with us again, and we'll use those. That's life. Everything that we've read, heard, seen, watched, listened to, we use that and try to implement it into something useful for us. So not everything is. Some things maybe never will be applicable. Some things will be. Of course, it's all finance depending as well. But we do plan on doing a lot of these things over the coming years. We also seen a really cool market yesterday, and some of the ideas that the man shared was just, it's like, hey, that clicks. I like that. So it's really cool. And I encourage every one of you to get out and take those opportunities to meet, just average men and women making a dream reality and see if somehow you can benefit from that in your life. So at this moment, we are on a hike. There's a monastery and a cave here. And it was raining, and thankfully the rain has now quit, so we can take this hike. It's a 40-minute climb, so it's not exactly the most easy thing, I guess, but we're going to enjoy it. We'll be up there for about an hour, I'm told. We're surrounded by these massive peaks all around us, and they're just gorgeous. Of course, we're in the trees at the moment. Can't see a lot, but the next chance I get, I will show you what it looks like. All right, here's a brief spot. Hey, look at that. It looks like it would be an old castle or something, but it's not. It's just leftovers of a mountain. There's one there. There's one there. There's a big one over here. This is kind of a rocky escarpment behind here all the way along. And over there, we've got that one. And you can see for miles out there. And yes, I am out of shape. Yeah, there's water coming out of that one. Very cool. Very neat. When I was saying in the short, it was just making a kind of looks like ice cream running off a cake. It's very interesting. It looks like it's melted. You can see all the runs on it. It's really neat. I'm so grateful to God to allow us to experience all these things. But this has been an absolutely unique, epic opportunity. And I'll always remember it. It's just been beautiful. One thing that's interesting as well, the comment was made, someone that's with us was saying how these mountains have formed over millions of years. And I'm like, no, they didn't. You can see evidence. Well, I guess that conversation carried on. It used to be under an ocean millions of years ago. And then I'm right away like, no, that was about 4,000 years ago, 4,500 years ago. It says so right in the Bible. The whole world was covered in water. And when the water levels rise, of course the fishies are going to rise. So anyway, they said, well, yeah, but there's sea creatures and stuff found in the rocks on top of the mountain. I'm like, yeah, the flood would do that, right? So anyway, as a Christian, we see it all around us. Everywhere I go, it's undeniable proof of a great God that we serve, and evidence of the flood, evidence of the truth of the Bible, everywhere, all around us. People that don't know the Bible or don't believe it, of course, have to come up with other stories and answers for their questions. But God laid them all out in his book. I encourage you to read it. Alright, we're getting closer up to the top of this guy. Look at that. Right? It's like it was a vanilla cake. Somebody laid some chocolate on top and it just started to run down the sides a little bit because it was a wee bit too warm in the building. Pretty cool. Tiring though, isn't it?
Yeah, sort of shape.
Yeah. They do say round is a shape. Keep telling myself anyway. Yeah, we're going in those holes. Apparently there's still people living up there. We'll see. That's what I understood anyway. Right up in there. Sure is.
So cool.
So you got these little dwellings on the sides here. That's their view.
You hate for the bolts to let go on your home.
We always think like that, don't we? And the bells, and gardens and stuff. Хорошо. Ну да. Horse.
Yeah.
This is an ancient church in a cave from like 300 years after Christ. Obviously, the icons and stuff is different, but the cave itself, it's been a church since then. So that's amazing. There's over 1,700 years of history sitting in here. Pretty amazing. Well, obviously they've made some changes and restorations, but it's pretty neat. Don't touch, boys. sorry, another long day. We're just coming back to the house here now, and we got some serenaded music coming out of this gate. So we're just gonna roll in here. We've got our own little concert going on. Yesterday we met a feller and he was gonna play today, so I'm assuming that's what he's doing.